Hey Spuddies, Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome to Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Do you want to watch more Roller Coaster Tycoon videos? Then go to patreon.com/Potato McWhiskey and pay $3 and you'll get a bonus video that was uploaded the exact same day that this video was uploaded. Plus, you'll get access to my back catalog of Patreon exclusive videos that includes Stellaris, Victoria 3. If you want to suggest what game I play, well, there's a tier for that. And while I am not perfect at delivering on the Patreon in a timely fashion, all rewards will be delivered upon eventually. Usually, the worst is I'm a week late. Anyway, listen, there's a whole bunch of content back there that $3, that's all you need. Patreon.com/Potato McWhiskey. Go check it out. If you want more content, if you want to support this channel, and you want to get more videos, especially videos that you would never normally see me play. Thank you guys very much, and back to the video. Patrons voted for me to play Roller Coaster Tycoon Deluxe. However, Roller Coaster Tycoon Deluxe is a very, very old game, so what I did was I installed Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, and then using my installation of Roller Coaster Tycoon Deluxe, I brought over the maps. Now there are going to be some slight differences, but man, Forest Frontiers, this brings me back. This was the very first game I ever played in the roller coaster. The first thing you got to do when you play Roller Coaster Tycoon is set maximum funding, whatever you want in here. Just spend that money, okay? You're better off. Now the game is paused, and this is Forest Frontiers. Hello and welcome. We are going to be building a park. Now our objective is to have at least 250 guests in your park at the end of October, year one, with a park rating of at least 600. Now, I'm going to pause the game here real quick. If we take a look at some of these guys, they tend to bring about £60 in their pocket. So a great way in this kind of scenario, right, where we don't need to make a certain amount of money, is to actually set a price for admission in the region of like £5 and then have all the rides be free. Because our goal is to get people into the park and make them have a really high rating. So I am going to immediately charge £5 and open the park. I'm also then going to start the actual construction. Now, I always like the idea of kind of building a park with a little bit of a loop. And the idea behind that is people can get caught in the loop, get lost in the loop, get lost in the sauce. So about here is good. And then the loop is going to also go this way. So the very first ride that we're going to go for will be the classic. Everyone should start their game of Roller Coaster Tycoon with a merry-go-round. Let me just go ahead and rotate the camera. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going to put the entrance right here and the exit onto the path. And then I'm going to go ahead and build a nice path like this. Boom. And that's perfect. We will go ahead and tell this to test. It's free. All of our rides are going to be free. People can go on anything they want. Then we got to get ourselves a thrill ride. Get the blood flowing, okay? And what better thing to do after you've just spent some time spinning is to get on another thing that spins you. I'll put the entrance here, the exit there, and then we'll do the exact same thing. A few little tips for Roller Coaster Tycoon. Try to have your exits go onto the main path. And the pathing of guests in this game is a little bit wonky. Another thing that's really important, advertising. So we're going to be doing a advertising campaign for the park for 4 weeks just to get us kick-started and get people coming in. All of our rides are going to be free is the important thing, because we just want people in the park and we want them to spend money on food and stuff. The next thing to do is to pop down a little old roller coaster. I think the old classic mini roller coaster, Crazy Caterpillar, is the vibe here. Let's go ahead and rotate that. I think about here feels good to me. So I'll put the entrance there-ish and the exit here. Put a little bit of path here. We'll have to fix that. And we got to build quite I don't want it to go that way. Well, I'll have to do this then. It's not a very big entrance, so let's go ahead and test this. Orange flag means test, red means closed, green means open, and we're just going to make the pathway go like this. I'd like a nice big queue for this. This is going to be free as well. All of our rides are free, because again, the only thing we care about is the guests' opinion of the park and getting enough guests in, so things like getting a little bit of money from the door is the play. We're going to up this to about £10 now. I think we could get away with 12, so we'll do 12. Shouldn't turn many people away. Yeah, people are excited about new rides. Let's go ahead and green light this, the Crazy Caterpillar. We just keep building. That's what roller coaster is all about, man. You keep building, you keep pumping, you keep upping your prices. You bring fresh new blood in. I think it's time for another gentle ride. Oh, a haunted house over here feels like it's the vibe. So the exit will be there. We give them the usual queue to the haunted house. Is this the most efficient way to play? Probably not. But we'll set it to be open. And again, it's free. Everything is free, which means we can probably jack up the price now again. As we build rides, the value of these tickets are going up. We definitely want some benches around rides and some bins. So I think benches either side of every exit and entrance is like a good vibe, in my opinion. And then bins on the outside of those where applicable. Just to try and make sure no trash gets places. I think this is a great little section here for food, because as people come around this way, they'll get hit by the food. So let's do I guess a burger is good. Now, we will charge for burgers. We're going to set the same price throughout the park. I think about €3 should be fine. People also want drinks. I think about €3 is fine. And then we also want to put toilets near the drink place. 10 cent for toilets. This is how it works. This is 10 cent. You got to pay a deposit. Toilets aren't free. I'm sorry. So we could probably fit another big roller coaster here. So the idea is that you have one big old central loop that all of the rides kind of filter off of. I like the idea of the swinging ship. I'm going to rotate it. I want people to be in awe of this thing. And so I think entrance here, exit there. In a perfect world, the exit feeds right off onto the main path, but the entrance does not. The entrance doesn't have to be particularly big. We did just unlock the Ferris wheel, but a certain amount of size is like reasonable. Let's open this thing, set its price to free, set the price to free for this as well. Yeah, it looks like everyone's pretty happy with things. Feeling like I can get up to 20 now. That's gonna be our main source of revenue, is the old roller coaster. So the path is coming out this way. I think it would be time for another roller coaster, actually. Now the problem is Mischief this is a €12,000 roller coaster. So maybe we just stick to adding a few more regular doodles. Like, for example, the spiral slide. It's a classic. We could put the entrance on this side, the exit on this side. We do just a small little entrance like this. We open it, loving it. So how close are we to our goal? Oh, look, we got 250 guests in the park. It is currently April. Our park rating is 731. Is our advertising campaign run out? I don't know. Let's up our price to 25. People should be willing to pay that. Very few people should turn away. If our park rating is that high, people should be willing to do that. Yeah, I would like to get a little gentle car ride. I think I like mini cars. It's a fairly cheap one. It'll fit nicely in with the roller coaster, and people on this can see people on the roller coaster doing the crazy stuff. So this actually suits my vibe perfectly. I think I would like to rotate it. I think like nestling it in right there. I'll put the entrance down this end, the exit over here, and we'll go entrance, boom. Entrance and exit are on the same tile, so people can always come back in. Now, it will take people some time to filter in over to here, but that's fine. Most of the people will be concentrated around the start of the park, which is expected. But over time, they will get deeper and deeper into the park, getting caught up. I'm curious, like, what kind of sales this thing made. As I want to keep people in the park. So I think free is part of the fun, making it free and having all of our money come from entrance sales. Because it means you pay the entrance fee, you get in, and then you feel like you got your money's worth. I think we could probably nestle up to 30, and we probably won't go much higher than 30 because I don't know what the average amount of cash. Like, let's inspect some of these guests. What do you got here? You got 80. Let's do a random sample of the guests coming into the park and just check out how much money they got, right? 90, 90, 90, 80, 70, 80, 90, 90, 70. Honestly, we could probably get this up to 70 in this park, which means I feel comfortable going up to like 40 right now. That's a 25% increase. Let's see if any of them get turned away. See if any of them think the price is too high. One guest left. Yeah, looks like they're mostly willing to pay that 40 because they are getting value for money, right? Because the longer they stay in the park, the more things they get. Now, the queue for the mini cars might actually be a little bit too big. Can I make these go faster? One thing I should totally do is for roller coasters, the inspections should be every 10 minutes, and I should now get a mechanic. So I hired a mechanic. I'm also going to hire a handyman, a security guard, and an entertainer. That'll be the start of bigger costs, but that's not the end of the world. We don't want another one of these classic mini coasters. Ideally, we would unlock more stuff. We do have the Ferris wheel as an option, and this is quite a gentle park, honestly. I think the Ferris wheel here, we'll put the entrance over there, exit onto the path. We'll make a nice little adjustable entrance like so. Make sure we set this to open. It's important to keep the roller coasters well maintained. Those are very, very important. People are still willing to pay. We're getting up to the point where some of the people coming in might not have enough much. Now, I'm curious as to why you left and how you felt about the park. You were hungry. You spent 15. I want to go on something more thrilling, The park is really clean and tidy. So he just got tired. One thing we should totally add, did we ever add a kiosk? No, I don't have the kiosk yet. You can always make good money from the kiosk. There's always money in the banana stand. So I've built basically all of these. I haven't built the miniature railway. It's a gentle ride. I think it would be good to start it here and have it go up to here and drop people off in the middle of the park. So I'm gonna do like a little custom design here. Let's get a rotational situation going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 long. You start out with a nice slope up. It curves down. Oh wait, I forgot to go. Oh yeah, I think this is a powered thing. So it should actually be fine to go up to like 3 meters. And then I want you to come back down with a nice pace and then level out and then do a nice banked curve with a nice banked curve and then do a little straight and then do a double curve. There we go. And then we want to add another station. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to go back and add an extra thingy here before the double turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we do the same thing basically again, but going the other way. So this roller coaster this isn't meant to be a roller coaster. It's a transport ride. Gotta be a way to make this work. Turn, open up the path editor, put a path here, delete these 2 paths. A couple of guests will get lost. Oh well. Nothing of value was lost. And then we'll bring the pathway around like this, as was planned. So we've reached the guest milestone. So then we just gotta wait till October. So construction, with the entrance over here, exit here. This will require some interesting maneuvers from me. We're gonna put a piece of path here and a bit of entranceway this way. Now we also need to modify over here, another entrance down there, and an exit here. And our goal is to try to keep people in the park with this ride. That is the objective. And yes, I get that that's like a little evil, but no one ever said you couldn't be an evil park guy. We're gonna set this thing's maintenance to be probably every 10 minutes. Get myself a second mechanic, keep him going. Let's do a advertising campaign. We have the cash flow for it. So let's do advertising campaign for the park. Let's big spend on this, try and get people to come in. Now we're gonna open this for the public, and then let's take a review of the park. We've built like a thing. Okay, so people are feeling sick. Right? That's a pretty common thought. Crazy Caterpillar was great, Parachute, but the path is disgusting. So that means we need to hire some more handyman. I feel very sick. Spiral Slide was great. All right, generally people are pretty happy. And the train kind of forms as a midway loop joiner. And because there's just a little bit, oh yeah, it should be free. And there's like a little tiny bit of excitement from this train if you stay on it, right? People can jump on it, and then you get placed over onto this end of the park. Mainly we want people to be coming in and going this way and jumping on this and then going to this side of the park, because there's not really much over here, so you're not going to have a lot of fun. And the hope is that we can pull some people who make it all the way to over here to plant them over to this area where there is excitement. The queue to this thing is probably too big. We have more guests streaming in. Looks like we actually designed a log flume, which is quite fun. I would like to add a log flume to the park, maybe over on this side. See, the problem is we have a concentration of people over here. We need to get them over to here. Something we can do to optimize the park ever so slightly is rotate this sign to be at the appropriate location. And now I can set this sign to be a no entry sign. So people shouldn't waste precious seconds walking up into here, and they'll stay on the actual useful path where there are things that they can actually purchase. So I do see people using this. Nobody's really on the Ferris wheel, probably because it costs money. Let's make it cheaper. Nobody wants to go on this thing either, unfortunately, even though it's free. That's okay. That's part of life. Oh, the rain. Now that might make people less likely to come to the park. We are still making okay money. We were up to 300 guests. Park rating is really good. 835, which I consider to be like 83.5%. I guess that's like a more interesting way to look at it. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. We built like a little park. Our custom roller coaster thing is kind of garbage, but that's part of life. Sometimes you build something and it's bad. I would like to make a log flume. Logger's Revenge. Well, they're quite expensive. I would need to get more money from that. Can I get away with 45 before people turn away? Let's go up to 50. See if we can get away with 50. He's got 90. Let's do a random sample of the people coming to the park again. And the goal of this is just to kind of get a feel for how much money people who are coming to the park have. 70, 60, 70. So I think the amount that I'm charging now is about what I can get. It's about 50. I shouldn't see any of these turn away. If they do turn away, it's not good. One thing we can do is take a look at our budgets. Oh, we do have the information kiosk. This is actually huge technology because it's raining, which means place one here. And umbrellas, I'm afraid, boys, those umbrellas, they cost €10. Maps are €1. Umbrellas are a tenner. Listen, these are expensive umbrellas, I'm telling you. We need to get information kiosks at every location where there's a high throughput of guest activity. So like right here, almost every guest passes through here. So I'm going to actually put one right there at the entrance. And now people are buying umbrellas. And if you just don't have that $10 to get an umbrella, well, you know what? It sucks to be you. Let's get another information kiosk. I know, I've been spending too much time with Spiffing Brit if I'm doing this kind of thing. The $10 umbrella. But let me tell you, dude, it's going to be one of the ways that we make money here. Because remember, our running costs are only ever going to go up, as are our staff wages. So we're making all of our money from guests. Now, we don't pay that much on interest, so I can feel pretty good about maxing out my loan, but you do have to be kind of careful with that. You know, interest is an expense, so do be careful with the interest thing. How's the marketing campaign going? Let's see. So our cash minus loan, so we've been dipping down, but now we're dipping back up. So we've been pretty precipitously going down. Our park value has been going up. It's now starting to dip back down as the value of our rides comes down. Our weekly profit is low, but coming up. We do have an advertising campaign still going. We could do vouchers. Oh, free entry to the park. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it. We're making good money. We're making good money. I think we're fine. We're doing it. We're roller coastering. Oh yeah, people are buying maps. Seen a little bit of puke here. I'm just gonna hire another handyman. And that also tends to mean that I probably need more benches, particularly outside roller coasters and rides around here. Benches help people, not litter. I'm being a little bit reactive, but that's fine. Yeah, we're starting to see some real dividends here. People are buying maps. That's a constant cash flow now that we just didn't have access to. I did open these, right? No, I never opened these, so that's not good. And I do want to know what people think about these. Are they too expensive or whatever? I think I saw someone say maybe that it was too expensive. I'm going to drop it down to $250. How are you feeling? You're a little hungry, you're low energy, you've been in the park for 5 minutes. I don't think anyone's really worked up a hunger, but people do like the map. The maps are a great way to make money, especially as the rains come. The kiosks start to print good cash. I'm not seeing anyone coming, which is fine, but we are making 50 per guest now, and we are researching a roller coaster. Now, it would make me really happy to add a new roller coaster to the park, and then I would like to advertise it. So if I was to make Mischief, this is like a giga coaster. Problem is it takes up most of the park, right? Let's have a look at some of these roller coaster designs. I want something small and fairly cheap. You're big. Good God. Here we go. This is something I could fit into my park. Oh, I would need to buy like a small chunk of land to fit this into the park, but it would fit. Okay, let's do it. So starting on this tile, I looked away. Oh, you can't buy there. Damn it. Right, okay. Hold on. What one even was that? That one. All right, so I want to put it... It's kind of hard to see what you're doing in this game sometimes. Things are pretty big. I think having it go over this is the play to like entice people. Come check it out. Look, it's, you know, roller coaster. Ooh, I like this spot right here a lot. Oh, I need more money. Okay, let's take out a loan. A little bit more loan. If there's one thing I've learned is that debt actually isn't a problem for me. It's a problem for the person who loaned me money. All right, so let's put the entrance there, put the exit here. Let's put this on test. I'm thinking path will go whoop, 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 whoop. It'll pass over this, then it'll go up like this. And then we'll come back down over like so. I'm not actually going to hook that up just yet, but let's go ahead and open this. And now we're going to do a little thing. Because this is brand new, we're going to take out a slightly bigger loan again. We're going to go to our budget. And we're going to advertise for the UZO blah, 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 blah. Boom. I think like a month-long campaign should do it. Bring more fresh blood to the park. And I think about $50 is about what we can charge, what we can get away with. On-ride photo service is $2. And this ride has a small subsidy of $1. Costs you $1 to get on, or €1 rather. It just ain't free. Right? Oh, and there's even water on this one. People are going to love this. Very few people on the Ferris wheel. Most people still seem to be milling about here, which I'm cool with because this roller coaster is quite popular. Ooh, the looping roller coaster. Oh, now these are pretty cool. I remember the shuttle loop is like a really cost-efficient design, so we probably want to build one of those soon. What are we researching next? Oh, we're just doing initial research. Nice. All right, let's actually watch the roller coaster. It's half the fun. Oh man, they're going down into the splash zone. Skasploosh. Picture gets taken. They do a loopy loop. And then they come around under the path. Boom. Oh yeah, this thing is printing money for us right now. Now, the thing is, we don't need it to make a lot of money. We just need it to pay back its loan a little bit. So that's the objective. My advertising campaign for the park has finished. That means we should open up another advertising campaign. Let's do advertising campaign for the park. What can I afford? I think I'm going to do the full 12-week advertising campaign. Boom. You pay it up front. Pays for itself pretty quick. We're the tidiest park of the country. Nice. How's the park rating? Park rating is continuing to go up. The number of guests is slowly climbing. We've made 15K from admissions. Awesome. July, August, September, October. So we got a long time. I could probably just speed up the game. I think we've basically just won this mission. But I mean, it's not the hardest mission. I mean, as a kid, this was tough to do this because most of the time when I was playing as a kid, I would pick a park goer like this guy. And I don't remember if you could rename them. You can. And I would be like, all right, this guy, my goal is to make a park for just him. And I would try to build the perfect park that would make this person's like bars full. I'm curious, what are the general thoughts? All right, I've already got a park map. People loved the new roller coaster. Some people are feeling sick. I do think actually it would be a great idea for me to put some benches outside the exit of this roller coaster. Boop, 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 boop. What is this? I have no idea. Miniature railway was great. I'm running out of cash. Okay, so running out of cash is not ideal because these people are going to start looking for the exit. I'm not hungry. I'm not thirsty. I need to go to the toilet. Right, so I think that means I need to place a couple more toilets throughout the place, which means I may as well place a little bit more food and drink about the place. I'll put a burger joint here. I'll open it up. I'll put an ice cream place here and I'll open it up. Make sure that the price is like a little bit more reasonable. $2. Boom. I will put a drink place here. We'll open it up. I'll put a toilet near all of this and I'll open it up. I'm curious, is this roller coaster making money? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. 4,000 per hour. We're making cash now. I think about, let's do a new sample of our incoming guests, or, you know, do a survey. All right, so 60 is currently the lowest I've seen, which means a price of 60 seems to be about the limit that the market can bear. And I reckon my park is giving enough value to cap, so we can capture that. Now remember, that's a 20% increase in our revenue per guest, which could be honestly a huge portion of our income. I'm going to go up to quick speed now. Time will pass slightly faster. Mainly just, oh man, we're up to like 600 guests. We're making thousands. Mainly because we're just waiting on research, really. I mean, there's nothing I can build. I guess I could technically build a looping roller coaster, but I want to wait till the advertising campaign for the latest one runs out. And there's not many things I haven't built. Like I haven't built a boat hire, I guess. But the boat hires aren't great. Yeah, mostly just waiting for the research to finish on the 26th of July. So we're just going to chill for a little while, enjoy watching the park. I guess I could spend my time decorating. Like a little flower garden might not be bad. Like what if I put like a little flowery area, you know, like that. Just add a little bit of pizzazz, you know, a little bit of hedging, a little bit of trees, you know. So when you look in here, it looks like somebody actually like designed a thing to have a certain appeal. I mean, it doesn't look amazing, but it looks like something. Ooh, I love the water spouts. It's one of my favorites. So if we're looking at the park in terms of busyness, the queues over here are very full. The queues here aren't very full because this is taking people and dumping them over to this side of the park. The queue over here is very full because people are getting off this and then being like, oh, I want to go back on it, which is the goal. I'm feeling pretty good in general about the park. So I don't think I need to modify anything. My advertising campaign for that roller coaster finished. Let's go ahead and build a new roller coaster. We have the cash. We could also pay off our loan if we really wanted to, but is there a reason to? What's the max loan we can take? I mean, 30k is actually like a pretty reasonable loan considering our monthly repayments on a 10k loan. Like the interest was 16.4k. That's like an insane interest rate. So there's no reason not to just max out our loan value. We lose like a little bit of cash per month, but then we just have a huge amount of capital to play with. Let's make this. I'm a big fan of the shuttle loop. I think it's a super cost-effective way to get people to talk about your park. It's an extremely cost-effective roller coaster. Oh yeah, can't be paused. I'm gonna try to not pause the game as much. Entrance on this side, exit over here. Let's get the path to come along. Oh nice, we got the observation tower. I used to always love as a kid like building that thing like to some absurdly giga huge height. We're going to go ahead and open that. Oh, very very critically important is we set the maintenance time to this every 10 minutes and we set the maintenance time of this to 10 minutes, and we're also going to hire ourselves another 2 mechanics just to keep things going. Like look at this thing, dude. It will print cash at $2 a ride. It's just going to get that extra little bit of money. I love the G-force graphs. Like dude, the level of detail that went into this game is insane. It's crazy. We're finally profiting. Cash minus loan has started to go up. The park value is continuing to skyrocket. The weekly profit has dipped up and down based on operations, but now we're going to do an advertising campaign for the shuttle loop. We'll do it for the full 12 weeks. Boom, because it's just a fresh roller coaster. So getting it advertised will get bodies in the door, hopefully. Yeah, that's sick, dude. Look at all that money that this roller coaster is printing for us. That's crazy. I do think another handyman would be good. I think I should hire another entertainer. I've already done all the costumes, so one of each costume I think is the way you're supposed to do it. So I just got a few entertainers wiggling around. They'll make people happy. They won't get bothered by queuing quite as much. Dude, I love to see the queues for these things full. And because these are guests that are in my park, bringing up my park rating, keeping people happy. Let's see what people are talking about now. We are in August. We did just get the observation tower. That is a nice gentle ride. And honestly, this would be a pretty cool place to go up. So I think I'm going to go ahead, place the observation tower. Let's go down to normal speed while I build this. How tall do I want this thing to be? Honestly, I think 40 meters is good enough. Any more than that just seems absurd. It's twice the height of the roller coaster. You should be able to see the whole park. We're going to set it up there. Let's do entrance over here, exit over here. Although technically it should be the other way around. You want the exit in front of like deeper into the park. So you want when people get on this, they go deeper in the park. It's the basic concept. We're going to go ahead and activate this. Now this is quite an expensive thing. So I'm going to say it costs you $2 to go up the observation tower. Okay. Let's add some seats because some people are not getting their vibe check. Because this thing absolutely creates filth. Inspection every 30 minutes, rotating lift mode. How long do you go for? I think this is the kind of thing that I wanted to wait for a full load. I'm going to set a maximum waiting time rather than a minimum. Now we are in August, which means we're getting close to our goal. Park is super full, 700 guests. Advertising is so based. What do we got? We got 22 rides, 13 staff, 700 guests, 700 have been admitted. So only 40 have left. Our park rating is pretty steadily up into the 900s. Now remember, our goal was to get 600 and 250 guests. We've literally tripled the guest count, well just about, and we're a lot higher up than necessary. But here's the thing, there's also the potential to expand this park. If we really wanted to, we could expand down here to the water, to the mines. How much is it per tile? It's only $30 per tile. It's not that bad. I guess 100 tiles is 3k. Kind of feels like a lot. It feels like there's not enough stuff over here. If I'm seeing puke, that means there's not enough benches and there's not enough bins. So let's add more of both. What are people thinking about? I feel sick. It's pretty normal for a roller coaster heavy park. I'm running out of cash. Sucks because I don't have ATMs. Shuttle loop is great. Vault, this is great. I've been queuing for mini cars for ages. Can I make these go faster? Sports car does allow 2 people to get on. I think we're going to go for the sports cars just to speed up the queue. This will break the queue and reset it, but it should allow twice as many people to get on, in theory. people will get on in pairs instead of in ones, and it will increase the throughput of this ride, which I'm pretty happy about, honestly. Turbo speed. Let's get through this month. Whoa, I got an award. The Worst Value Park Award. Wow. People are getting a lot of stuff for their money here. We printed so much cash. All right, the August, September. I think October comes next. Wait, what was that? This path is disgusting. Okay, well, that just means we need more handymen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Go, handyman. Clean. Shuttle loop broke down, which is surprising considering it's on a 10 minutes. It's only been 4 minutes since its last inspection. Oh, we got a new ride. What was that? Boom. Ooh, the suspended swinging coaster. Very nice. I don't even think we have room for more roller coasters, honestly, at this point. We could fit the Flight of the Phoenix in here. And honestly, I think this will complete the loop of the park. Let's put the Flight of the Phoenix in there. Let's open it for business. €2 admission price is fine. Let's make sure we start a advertising campaign. Oh, we can't. Never mind. All right, let's complete the park's loop. Boom, loop completed. Add the queue to here. We'll make the exit go all the way out. I guess it can't go that way. I guess we'll go this way. How do I hide vegetation? Goal is now I also need to put a sign here. It says don't go down this path. All right, no entry sign applied. Roller coaster is open. We're printing money from certain places. It's all good. 4th of October, we win on the 18th, I believe. If I go check my mission. Yeah, end of October. Advertising campaign for the park is finished. Naturally, we will go ahead and open up advertising again and just do a full 12-week campaign. Keep those guests a-flowing. People are just flowing through the park now. I wonder what people think. I need to go to the toilet is a pretty high up one. Well, see if we can't solve that problem. I guess, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm about to win. I mean, I may as well put down a whole row of benches here. Thankfully, people aren't feeling like vandalism. Oh, hey, we got a new ride. What was it? The Spinning Wild Mouse. Oh man, we're getting so many roller coasters here. It's sick. One thing that I really like about this game is people do stand and like watch the roller coasters, which is kind of like a very real thing because that's what people do. All right, nice. Deep in the forest, build a thriving theme park in a large cleared area to have 250 guests in your park at the end of October, year 1, with a park rating of at least 600. We achieved our objective with a company value of 180,000. Enter name into scenario chart. My name will be Potato McWhiskey. And I would go as far as to say, as we just conquered the very first mission of Roller Coaster Tycoon. If you want to come see me play this game, the rest of the series will be on patreon.com/Potato McWhiskey. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.